Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So let's begin our session with the wonderful quote. Meditation is not spacing out or running away. In fact, it is being totally honest with ourselves. So, for starting a new chapter of learning, I, Divya Jain, being your host for today's event, wants to extend a warm greetings and good evening to all of you present here. I hope you all are doing amazing. On behalf of the whole SEMS family, I welcome you all for today's international webinar on finding wisdom through meditation. And to add our guest of honor and today's speaker, Deepali, Kataria. It is a great honor to have you with us, ma'am. We are grateful for your presence. Also, I see a quite number of people are joining us. Before I proceed, let me take a moment for the introduction of my organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a non-profit entity established to work in the areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development, and entrepreneurship, livelihood generation and employability, health, research, culture, international cooperation, sports, environment protection, or any other similar sectors. We promote healthy lives, a balanced and active community, and strong businesses. Now, let me introduce our speaker to you all. As she is doing psychology major at undergraduate level and have lofty goals for the future, a great deal of motivation and a deep love of learning. Both debating and psychology fascinate her and completed in over 50 debate competitions since she was in high school. And she shared over 10 prestigious debates. She always up for trying something new in an effort to extend her horizon and hone her skills.
Thank you so much, Divya, for a lovely introduction. And good evening to all the people present over here. Namaskaram. बहुत बहुत और I can see that there are so many people joining and there are a lot of participants who have joined through the Zoom link. Thank you so much, first of all, that you all joined with this wonderful session, which is meditation. So today we'll be talking about meditation. We will talk about basically how you can find the wisdom through meditation. And as you all know that our brain is wild and human life is full of surprises or pleasure, grief, success and failure, which is indeed going to come into your life, whether it's success, failure or anything. But how you're going to manage, how you're going to maintain that equanimity or that balance into your life, that is what meditation talks about and deals with basically. So you can't escape with these things. With your pleasures of life, with happiness, with success, with failure, you can't escape these things, because if you're living a life, you have to go with these things, and it's the life finest pleasures, because meditation basically, because it could help you to be more open and receptive, because it helps you to get into the experiences. To go with the experiences in a better way, to go with the journey of life in a better way. It helps you to lean into the life and deal with the life issues which you deal with every day in your day-to-day lives in a better way. So it's good that I can see a lot of people over here with this zeal, with this enthusiasm to know about meditation, and I'm glad that you are in a huge number by Zoom or by the YouTube. So that's really nice, because this things has been degraded, but now it has started again taking its pace, I believe, and I hope that people get to know about its importance, its significance, and then only they can able to have that peaceful mind. Because your mind, as I said before, that it's very wild, and if you need to have that calm, composed, content mind, then you had to know about these things, which is meditation, which is mindfulness, lot many things. So we'll move further. Ma'am, can I have a next slide, please? So I'll be basically discussing about in this session what is meditation. I'll be talking about your monkey mind. As I said that your mind is very wild, and it hops around one place to another. So that we are going to talk about, and how to bring that balance between your mind. That is what we are going to discuss in this particular session, and how you can restore your peace, which is already within you, how you can restore it. So that is what we're going to discuss in this particular session. And then further, I'm going to tell you about different techniques which you can follow, which you can opt into your life, so that you can practice meditation into your day-to-day lives. Because you all are here not to, this is not a theoretical subject. I'm not telling you about something theory, or I'm not telling you about this is what it is, this is what it's basically. After learning about the particular thing, after knowing about its importance, its significance, we are basically implementing it into our life. We are imbibing into our life. So you can, I'll give you a different techniques, 4-5 techniques, Vipassana meditation, metta meditation I'm going to talk about, which is going to give you a bit overview about what are the different techniques which you can opt into your life, so that to make your life more better and more serene. So that is what we are going to talk about. And furthermore, I'm also, which is a very important aspect of everyone's life, which is lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle do you follow? Whether it's a healthy lifestyle or unhealthy lifestyle, or do you have a sleep schedule or not? Do you wake up in the Brahma Muhurat or not? So all such things we are going to ponder upon in this particular session, because it's not only about doing meditation, but also see, we can meditate for 1 hour a day, but what about the other hours of the day, what you're doing basically? So that is what is going to make difference into your life, that other hours of your life. So yeah, and after that we are going to sum up the session with one meditation practice. We'll do breathing exercises for 5 minutes at last, and then I'll be taking your questions. I'm open to questions. I'll try to take as many questions as I can from the participants. As I can see, the people are in a huge numbers, so I'll try to take as many as I can. I'll try to wind up the PPT as soon as possible, but and I'll try to make it more interactive session, because meditation is not a theoretical concept. It's more of that what you experience while meditating, what you feel while meditating, what are your emotions, what are your feelings, all such things come into picture. So I'll try to make it more interactive session. You can put your questions into the chat box, or you can also ask me while unmuting after I'm complete with all the things. Then I'm going to ask. I'll be open to the questions at last. So that is a bit overview about what we are going to do in the next 1 hour. So ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? Okay, so as ma'am is doing to the next slide, I am going to introduce you about meditation. Ma'am, can I have the next slide? Yeah, thank you. So meditation is a very old practice, and it started in India. So the all contribution, we often give contributions to other aspects of life, like technology, like other things which have made our life more easier. But this is something, mindfulness, yoga, meditation, this has been originated from India, and it has its foundation from India. And meditation is something which is practiced by people from all walks of life. It is like business people also practice meditation. Many famous people, doctors, scientists, athletes, so many people we can see that they practice meditation. And one of the biggest example is Jeff Fenner, who is the executive chairman of LinkedIn, and Lady Gaga, who is a singer and actress. So they all do meditation. We all see them there, and then we think how they could be so perfect, how they can manage their work so perfectly, how they could be, so calm and composed after having so much of work. So we often think like these things, right? After like prime minister, president, ये सब कैसे manage करते हैं काम को? How they manage things? So they can manage it because their lifestyle is that way. They meditate that way. So that is what makes the difference in their lives. So meditation is what? It is a dhyan that can help you become more focused, more aware, and it is a way to train the mind. As I said earlier, that is a wild mind, monkey mind. So it's the way. Meditation is a way that how you train your mind to focus, to concentrate, and while also trying it to go to that goal which you are aspiring for. Everyone has a goal. Everyone, whether it's a student who is studying, whether it's someone who's working, who is doing job, or whether someone who is teaching, or somebody is a housewife, or whatever it is, everyone has the goal. But the thing is that what is in between that goal, how to accomplish that goal, how to reach that goal. So there will be a lot of hurdles, of course, into the path. There will be a lot of hurdles, obstructions, so much of problems into your life. But what makes you different? Everyone has a problem. See, nobody is distant. If you have taken the birth on this earth, you will have to bear with all the problems of life. It could be like today is a good day, but tomorrow it could be a bad day for you. Yesterday could be a good day for you, but today it could be like a okay day for you. So it is something like zigzag. Every day would not be the best day of your life. So how to maintain that balance in all such situations, in all these circumstances? That is where the meditation comes into picture. That is where meditation helps you to be at that point, in that state where no circumstances is impacting you, no circumstances is harming you, and how you can achieve any goal, whether it's a personal growth, healthy body, mental peace, anything. It could be anything, and it's very subjective to everyone. Goals are very, very subjective. Like as an example, when someone makes a mistake, so what does a leader do? Leader will going to ask, where is your focus? Focus कहाँ है आपका? Attention कहाँ है? कहाँ ध्यान है आपका? Right? So everyone say that अगर आप कुछ गलती कर देते हो तो, because at the back of the mind, so many thoughts is going on into your mind, right? So people ask you that कहाँ focus है आपका? कैसे आप बिना देखे चल रहे हो, right? So they ask you that. So when someone is asking you to do something, people often say that do it with your full attention. You have to come across daily life hustles with this kind of situations where people will be, you are traveling and people will be like, kahan dhyan hai aapka? Where is your attention? So why is it so important to pay attention and to be mindful? Why it is so important? Because this is what makes difference into your life. because they help you to focus all of your attention on single job, whatever you're doing. We often say that be mindful. When we eat, we often take help of technology. We often switch on the TV or laptop or on the engrossed in our mobile phones, using it while eating. But don't you think that you should be mindful while eating? You should pay attention on a single job. That is why I said earlier, initially, that meditation is not something you do for 1 hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 hours, whatever it is. Meditation is what you do throughout the day, in every job you are doing, in every aspect of your life, whether it's a small work you're doing, whether it's the cleaning of your house, or whether you're studying something. It's basically, if you're doing meditation, it is not going to make you fail in life. It is not going to make you fail in life. Just mind my words. It is really going to help you to go anywhere. There are so many big people who have done miracles in life, but that is what makes them different. So we should learn how to focus, how to pay attention. I'm not saying that start directly to meditation, jump on directly to meditation. Just start with the small things, eating mindfully, being aware of what is important in your life. And by meditating regularly, you can improve your ability to focus. Because people sometimes feel like, their lives are missing something, they don't like anyone, Ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? Yeah, just before that. But it's okay, that's both are fine. Okay, so, we often feel like that there is something missing into our life. And we often ask questions about our existence. Existential crisis जिसे हम बोलते हैं psychological terms में. So they don't like anyone, and sometimes they even don't like themselves. They feel like I'm good for nothing. I'm worthless. I can't do anything. But don't you think that one failure of your life will going to think that आप क्या बनने वाले हो future में, what your future pertains? People are like that. They don't like their home, their family, their job. They have no desire to meet anyone. There are circumstances like this also in people's life. When they go somewhere, they get nervous. They have nobody to talk to. Nobody asks them that they're into their happy place or not. And they get nervous in small things. Nowadays, exams are something which happens in every student's life. But students get nervous because either they have not studied, or there is something which make them very nervous, that they feel like, okay, tomorrow I have my exam, But what if? Why we say that one day before the exam you have to have a good sleep? Why we say that? Because if you're not having that good sleep, you would not be able to retrieve properly whatever you have learned throughout the year. It's not that what you learn one night before. It's not like that, because the retrieval things is going to come only when you're going to have the proper rest. So proper rest is very important. And meditation, if you do meditation, it basically helps you to rest your mind, because what happens is you sleep. But do you think you have a good sleep? What I mean by having good sleep is a restful sleep, because nowadays people don't sleep by 10 to 12, in between 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. That is what is scientifically proven. Studies have shown that, researchers have shown that is basically the deep sleep. That is the time where someone gets into the deep sleep. But at that point of time, you are either scrolling the social media or onto your Netflix or onto something else, because at that point of time you're not sleeping. So do you think that you have that kind of proper sleep? No. So that means that your mind is not restful. You will always have the questions into the mind, and you can see this thing whether you have a good sleep or not by thinking that जब आप सुबह उठते हो तो आप ये देख सकते हो कि क्या मुझे और सोना है, आपको ऐसा फील होता है? Do you feel that I really want to sleep more? If you feel like that, that means that you're not having a good sleep. And if you don't feel like, and if you wake up refreshed, that means you had a good sleep. So there should be a proper time at what time you are sleeping, at what time you're waking up. But nowadays the lifestyle has been changed. People do not have a proper time where they are sleeping, where they are waking up. So that should be maintained first. So before I ask so many people who ask and come to me and ask me about meditation, I just ask them, first, rectify and transform your lifestyle. That is very important. If your lifestyle is not transformed, then you cannot meditate, because your mind will always be in hush-hush situation. You will not be into the calm and composed state. You can't be, actually. Even if you want to, you can't be. Because you always be into the situations where you'll be like, okay, I'm left with this kind of work. Oh, I have to meet that deadline. I have to complete that work. So you'll always be in that situation. So you would not be able to complete your to-do list. So lifestyle is very, very important and essential. And meditation brings these people back to the beauty of life by making them feel better. On the inside, it makes them feel like a child who loves life very much. We are like a child. Ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? So I just want to tell you that the meaning of meditation is what? It's the purity. It's the happiness. It's being aware of what is happening inside or outside the world. When I say inside and outside the world, I'm also talking about the world which is inside you. When you are diagnosed with some kind of disease, फिजिकल एलिमेंट, वो इतनी भर चुकी होती है जब आपको बाद में जाके एहसास होता है कि यार मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम थी. और इवन इफ इट्स अ मेंटल एलिमेंट, Why this happens? Because you are busy, you're distracting your mind. जब वो initial stage पे थी आपकी problem, and you are trying to distract, you're trying to get distracted from it, and you're trying to get yourself away from it, और जिसकी वजह से आपको फिर बाद में consequences झेलने पड़ते हैं, which is that you are having that problem into your life. You're creating more problem into your life by being not aware of certain things and certain things which is really going to create problem in your life in future. So that is why I'm saying that be aware of what is happening, and it lets people, who want to find the juice of super awareness, people can soak into it, and they can sit, they can think. How, if I ask you that how many of you just sit and think, how many of you journal, how many of you talk to yourself? You often have meetings, you often have conversation with your friends, you often have conversation in your office, you often have conversation at your home. But do you have conversation with your own self, that what is happening inside me, what is happening with you, how you are going into your life? So that is very important, because you are losing somebody, very important person of your life, which is you. And if you're losing the meeting with that important person of your life, then how that person is going to mark the change, or how that person is going to make the difference in life that you want him or her to be the change. So that is what is basically is that you can become very patient if you are meditating. You can see, even I have seen that difference inside me. I have started meditating 6 years before, and I was an athlete, and I used to play tennis. At that point of time, I started my meditation journey, and I know that how hard it was. I am an athlete, and my physical fitness is not hard, but my mental fitness is very hard. So I put my time for both of them in the morning. So you have to keep the time. At what time you're going to meditate? It could be either morning, it could be either evening. You have to have that time, because if you're not going to have that time, that means that is not on your priority list. And if it is not on your priority list, you're not going to do it. So we just take it for granted. कि यार meditation है, that is for our well-being. Like physical fitness ले लो, gym की membership people take, but they don't go to gym, right? They take a membership on 1st January, whatever the year is, the next year, and they make a resolution that they're going to go and get that body, get that abs. But is the abs or body is only the physical fitness? No, because that abs or physical fitness वो आपकी कब तक आएगी, वो abs या वो आपका कब तक आएगा, that doesn't matter. What matter is your consistency. Consistency should matter to you. Are you able to work that particular work on that particular time which you have set for your own self? जब आपने बोला 6 a.m. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to work out. Are you getting up at 6 a.m. and working out? Are you working at 7 a.m. and having that meditation? So that is what is basically important aspect of your life. And ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? Yeah. So miracles can also occur through meditation. How miracles can occur? You start introspecting. You start introspecting. I'm using 2 words here, right? Introspecting and retrospecting. You start knowing yourself. आप खुद को जानने लग जाते हो. When we come into relationship, what we do? We try to understand the other individual. कि उनकी क्या feelings हैं हमारे लिए, what they feel for us. We try to understand the person as much as we can. But what about us? Do you know what do you like the most, right? Do you know what is your favorite place? Or do you know that what you like the most? There would be so many people जो किसी के influence में आके ये answer देंगे that okay, if that person likes this, so I also like this. Maybe. No, that is influence answer. I want to know about you, not the other person. And today it's very hard that what you are is what you are actually, or what you are is what you are become because of the influence which you have got, whether it's from social media or from other aspects of it. So it's very important that you are introspecting who you are, and that miracle can only be happen, and that miracle can only be happen by meditation. Because it's very difficult to know yourself, to know your plus points, to know your strengths, and how you can be unique from the crowd. It's very difficult for an student to give this kind of lecture over here. I'm a student. I'm a second year, just completed my second year undergraduate, and I don't think so I could be here giving a lecture to you if I would have not been meditating since last 6 years. And I can see that there is so many professors also into the participants, and there is so many people who are elder than me. But why I'm here giving the lecture is only because I am experiencing the juice of life, which is meditation. And that is why you all are here in such a huge number. I'm glad. So this is what makes me different from the crowd. And this is what other people who is doing well in their life, who is doing so good, which could be your influencer, like Jay Shetty sir, if I talk about him, he used to meditate when he was into the brahmachari state. He used to meditate for 3 hours in the morning. He used to wake up at 4 a.m. to meditate. Just imagine. And today also, when I listen to his podcast, he meditates for at least 2 hours a day. So how important he has made meditation in his life. You have to make that, you have to give that priority to see that change. And it is not like that आप कल मेडिटेट करना स्टार्ट करोगे आज का सेशन देख के, तो आपको कल से ही रिजल्ट्स आने स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे. इट इज अ जर्नी. It could be difficult for someone, like it was for me. I also had a very difficult emotions while meditating. I also encountered so many personal things also into my life. So that could be a difficult journey as well. But what is going to make the difference? The consistency. And that is what is going to create miracle into your life. And through that miracle, you can go wherever you want to in your life. I don't know from which background you are, from which background you belong to, what are your goals, what are your aspirations in life. I don't know. But anything could be achieved through meditation. Anything. Can I have a next slide, please? As I said, why to मैंने बता ही दिया है बहुत बार, but yeah, why to meditate is basically even a little amount of introspection into the awareness will going to raise us towards that condition that offers that serenity, जो कि हमारे अंदर already होती है. Anger issues, frustration, conflicts, why these things are there into the life? Because we are not understanding. Conflicts क्यों होते हैं किसी भी relationship में या किसी भी friends के साथ conflicts क्यों होते हैं? Conflicts basically इसलिए होते हैं because we don't know about ourselves, what our preferences, what we like, why we are into this relationship. We have never journaled about it. So that is what creates conflicts into anyone's relationship, right? So that is why, because of the lacking of introspection, lack of awareness, that leads you to that condition. And the deep meditation helps you to become more aware of the reality, whether it's a hard realities of life or whether it's a good reality of life. It could be very subjective. It could be very subjective to the person, because everyone is unique and everyone has their own journey. And when you meditate, your stress gets reduced. Your immune system is bolstered. And many of the body systems, it's not only about your brain. It's not only about your mind. It's about your whole body. You may go to the gym to get that physical shape. You can go to get that abs, and you can even get the abs in 6 months. But you cannot get the meditation in 6 months. आपको वो जो experience है, वो आपको तभी मिलेगा जब आप उसमें consistent होगे. And that consistency is going to create that good body into your life. We often talk about stress management. We often talk about stress. You can see that bodily changes that happen when you are stressed, when you are frustrated, when you are having that conflict into your own mind, with your own self. It's not only about the conflict which you have with the people around you. It's also about the conflicts which you already have into your mind, with your own self. आपको खुद के साथ भी बहुत ज्यादा आपको लगता होगा यार मैं यहाँ करूँ या मैं यहाँ जाऊँ, या मैं ये करूँ या मैं ये करूँ. बहुत बार ऐसे होता है. You can take the example of students when they go for career plannings. So what they do? Yeah, whether I should go for engineering or whether I should go for psychology, whether I should go for this or whether should I go for that. So that creates so much of stress and pressure into the lives. Is meditation or spirituality only for the people who is elder या जिनकी life बिल्कुल ही 50-60 age पहुंच गई है? No. This is the very often asked question. No, it's for youngsters, because उसी time पे आपके conflicts चल रहे होते हैं mind में. 50-60 की एज में तो you get retirement and you live a very happy life. You are satisfied with your life. So उस time पे अगर आप meditation नहीं भी करते हो, you just work and you just spend time with your loved ones, that would really going to make a difference into your life if you are not meditated before. But this age, which is 20s or 50, the teenage age, 20s, 30s, that's such a very peculiar age जिसमें आपको workout, अपना physical health, mental health का बहुत ध्यान रखना चाहिए, because your stress, your immune system, everything matters. And many body systems are better regulated as a result of meditation practice. Your breathing it slows down. You often have like कभी आप देखना, आपने कभी नोटिस नहीं किया होगा, तो जब आप कभी स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन में होते हो तो आपकी ब्रीदिंग तेज हो जाती है. Why this happens? Because आपका पूरा बॉडीली चेंजेस आते हैं when you are stressed, but you don't notice it. But अभी देखो आप सब बैठे हुए हो आराम से, तो आप देख सकते हो कि आपकी जो ब्रीदिंग है वो बहुत स्लो काम होगी, और आप आए भी इतने अच्छे सेशन पे हो मेडिटेशन में, तो शायद आप you can feel it. You can feel that serenity from here. बहुत calmly आप मतलब you are breathing, you are having fun, you are just sitting or just listening to me. So that you can feel. Right? So your biological changes also you can see into your body while you are stressed, while you are having that conflict into your mind. And that biological changes could only be cured by this medicine, which is meditation. हम लोग बहुत medicines की बात करते हैं, medicines लेते हैं, इतनी सारी medicines लेते हैं, but what about there could be one cure for that. एक ही medicine हो सकती है उसकी. That is meditation. That is really going to cleanse your whole body. And we often say that meditation is a spiritual practice because additional advantages to health and well-being it is giving to you. And it is an ultimate goal to give you that unity with God, to give you that path, that direction towards that God basically, that gives you that journey of the salvation. इसको सेलिब्रेशन को डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस में कभी निर्वाणा बोला जाता है, कभी सेलिब्रेशन बोला जाता है. तो ये बेसिक एक गोल होता है हर इंसान का, मोस्टली लोगों का. सो दैट इज बेसिकली टेक्स यू थ्रू आउट दैट जर्नी. एंड द फास्टेस्ट अप्रोच टू अचीव द वननेस और द होलनेस इन योर लाइफ इज by doing the regular meditation. Nothing can help you other than this, I believe. Can I have the next slide, ma'am, please? Now we'll talk about the monkey mind, which is very wild, and you often know that monkeys क्यों होते हैं, ठीक है? Monkeys आपकी लाइफ में आपने देखे भी होंगे, वो क्या करते हैं? Ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? What monkeys do? They basically have that talent of causing trouble into everyone's life. वो इधर they make a lot of noise, they break stuff, they dance, they talk, they just jump and hop from here and there. So that is what your mind is. अभी मैं कुछ सोच रही हूँ, थोड़ी देर बाद ऐसा होगा कि मैं कुछ और सोचूंगी. So थोड़ी देर बाद भी नहीं, just in seconds. It happens in seconds. ऐसे seconds में काम होता है. थोड़ी देर तो मैंने बहुत ज्यादा बोल दिया. It just happens in seconds. अभी I'm thinking about one of my friend and just बाद में I'm thinking about something which is like क्या खाना है next, अब आगे क्या करना है. So it's something like monkey, you know, that basically hops from one place to another and thinking about the things that shouldn't be, you know, considered, जो कि आपके लिए इतना मैटर भी नहीं करती, फिर भी आप उसके बारे में सोचते रहते हो and that leads to overthinking and you bring that ideas into your life that doesn't belongs to you and having that continual power brings you to that कि वो overthink हो जाता है या फिर overdrive आपको feel होने लग जाता है. But how this thing can be, you know, cured? कैसे ये चीज आपकी ठीक हो सकती है? क्या monkeys को हम train कर सकते हैं? Of course कर सकते हैं. If we train animals, they get conditioned to that things and they do the things accordingly that has been trained to them. Similar is with your mind. अगर आप अपने mind को ऐसे train करोगे कि आपको किस तरीके से, it could be challenging of course. Impossible तो कुछ चीज होती नहीं है, challenging हो सकता है. हाँ, starting में थोड़ा सा आपको discomfort भी feel होगा. आपको ऐसे भी लगेगा यार क्या हो रहा है ये. So that is basically you will feel like यार what is happening, right? What is happening into my life? आपको ऐसे भी फील हो सकता है. सो ये आपका तब भी ठीक हो पाएगा when like I'll tell you, I was reading somewhere like I was reading Buddha's one day and he talks about our thoughts and he talks about the drunken monkeys in that book and which was jumping around. You know, they were screeching, they were chattering, they were talking endlessly and you know he said in the book that there is a fear, you know, that was sounding the alarm incessantly because that was pointing out all the things we should be wary of and everything that could go wrong. हम सब कुछ ये सोचते हैं कि यार वो गलत हो गया यार, that is what happened bad into my life, यार ये बहुत ही गलत हो गया यार, अब कैसे मेरी लाइफ सही होगी. We often think like these things endlessly. और ये चीज आपकी, you know, this Buddha talks about that meditation is most reliable method for maintaining mental discipline. आप discipline की बात करते हैं, but what about the mental discipline that happens into your mind? आप बाहर से discipline है, but what about inside? Are you mentally disciplined? क्या आप अपने mind को वहां पर focus कर सकते हैं जहां पर आपको करना होता है? कभी कभार ऐसे सर्कमस्टांसेस भी होते हैं जहां पर आपको होता है यार प्लीज फोकस, यार प्लीज दीपाली फोकस. You often say like these things, right? So Buddha taught his followers that meditation is only technique for controlling their own erratic thoughts. Thoughts आएंगे, thoughts, and you know you cannot stop the thoughts. आप कभी कभार साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास लोग आते हैं कि यार मैं बहुत नेगेटिव सोचता हूँ, बहुत नेगेटिव सोचता हूँ, इतना नेगेटिव सोचता हूँ कि मतलब सोचता ही रहता हूँ. तो मतलब दिस काइंड ऑफ पीपल ऑल्सो कम टू थेरेपिस्ट. सो ब्रेन का काम है सोच, आप उसको रोक नहीं सकते. हार्ट का काम है पंप करना, अगर आप उसको रोकोगे तो यू विल बी लाइक ऑन द डेथ बेड, राइट? सो this is the functioning of your body. You cannot stop it, but you can train it. कि आपको नेगेटिव सोचना है या पॉजिटिव सोचना है. आपका पर्सपेक्टिव एक ऐसा होना चाहिए चीजों को देखने का, that will change and that will going to make the difference into your life. Perspective matters a lot. आप चीजों को किस तरीके से देखते हो, नजरिया क्या है आपका. प्रॉब्लम सबकी लाइफ में है, बट नजरिया या फिर उसको perspective of seeing the things is what is going to make the difference in your life. And Buddha also advises that, you know, giving up on the struggles and focusing on training the mind to think positive or at least more positively than negative. So that is what he insists in the entire whole his text. तो आपको you cannot stop thinking से अपने mind को, but you can train the mind to think something which is positive. और वो कैसे होगा, वो ट्रेनिंग कैसे होगी? वो ट्रेनिंग ऐसे होगी कि you are educating your mind by coming to the workshops like this. आप अपने आप को education दे रहे हो कि क्या करना है मुझे life में. You are giving the direction to your own self. That is very important, and that is what is going to make the difference in one's life. Can I have my next slide, ma'am, please? Okay, now we'll be talking about the peace, which is very important and essential part, which is restoring the peace. Peace is something that is around you, that is within you, right? So you can see, you can sense it, you know, it's you can see that how peaceful life is, right? So it could be like you could realize how we might live in harmony, कैसे हम harmony में जी सकते हैं अपनी जिंदगी को. Each of us has the seeds of peace inside. हर किसी के अंदर है. You know, when you are angry, आप जब गुस्से में होते हो, और एक वो मोमेंट होता है आपका, और एक जब होता है जब आप गुस्से में नहीं होते और आप शांत होते हो. So एक वो मोमेंट होता है. So you can see that you have that seed also as well into your life. But again here I'll come back to that monkey mind wala thing. It's about perspective. It's about how you are training your mind to be into this situation or this situation. Peace or anger. किस situation में आप अपने आप को रखना चाहो. So that is what is going to make the difference. Because each of us has the seeds of peace inside, as I said. And we may reclaim our sanity by learning to control our thoughts again. As I said, that you're training your mind. You're training yourself to have that positive thoughts. You're confronting yourself with that unpleasant facts of life. ऐसा नहीं है आप रोक रहे हो किसी चीज को. You are restricting yourself from something, or you're stopping something. Just acknowledge it, but then change your perspective on certain things. The basic pursuit of mental tranquility is basically, as I said, it is not suppression. आप suppress नहीं कर रहे किसी चीज को, आप अपनी negative feelings को, negative thoughts को, negative ideas को suppress नहीं कर रहे, but हाँ perspective change कर रहे हो और अपना थोड़ा नजरिया बदल रहे हो चीजों को देखते. And these are the few qualities which I want to tell you about is that कि आप जर्नलिंग कर सकते हो अपनी लाइफ में, ठीक है, विच इज लाइक यू आर जस्ट पेनिंग डाउन एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग यू आर फीलिंग लाइक, जो भी आपको मन में सवाल आ रहे हैं या फिर आप किसी और से बात करना चाहते हो. समटाइम्स क्या होता है, हमारे पास लोग नहीं होते बात करने के लिए. आई ऑफन जर्नल, मैं हमेशा जर्नल करती हूँ. मॉर्निंग में हमेशा मेरा बिफोर वर्कआउट इज लाइक आई एम जर्नलिंग माय थॉट्स, जो भी मेरे दिमाग में माइंड में आ रहा है. जर्नलिंग इज अ वेरी गुड प्रैक्टिस. You can practice as well. Then you can get in touch with the people that mean most to you, that matters a lot in your life. You can go and have a conversation with them, healthy conversation with them, deep conversation with them. Get yourself moving, of course, because if you want to have that peace, you should be like, आपका जो brain है वो अच्छे से काम कर रहा होता है. It's see, when we say moving or when we say exercise, it's not only about your physical aspect, it's also about that आप internally भी बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे होते हो, right? आप healthy होते हो. So आपका जो अंदर के systems है वो भी आपके तभी अच्छे से काम करते हैं when you get yourself moving, right? So enjoy the fresh air, of course. You can go and have that fresh air, आप जाके बाहर भी घूम सकते हो if you are feeling low or stress or whatever. Have a good sleep. आजकल sleep जो है बहुत underrated है. हम लोग सोचते हैं क्योंकि बहुत ओवरबर्डन है हम वर्क से, राइट? बहुत ज्यादा सारे काम एकदम से आ जाते हैं लाइफ में, तो शायद हमें ऐसा लगता है कि यार सो कम लेंगे बट काम सारा कंप्लीट करना है, बट ऐसा नहीं है. हैव अ प्रॉपर शेड्यूल दैट एटलीस्ट हैव 8 hours ऑफ स्लीप, एटलीस्ट आई एम सेइंग. इसके बाद आप लाइक यू कैन हैव लाइक एटलीस्ट हैव 7 hours ऑफ स्लीप, और मिनिमम जो मैक्सिमम जो है आपकी 8 hours की स्लीप होनी चाहिए एज अ अडल्ट, इफ यू आर एन अडल्ट. सो हैविंग अ गुड क्वालिटी स्लीप इज रियली गोइंग टू मेक अ डिफरेंस, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने बताया कि आजकल बहुत अंडररेटेड है स्लीप. तो आप पीसफुल या फिर रेस्टेड तभी महसूस कर पाओगे अपने आप को जब आप अच्छे से सो पा रहे हो. एंड ऑफ कोर्स ईट हेल्दी. जैसा आप खाते हो वैसा ही आप मतलब आप बनते हो, जैसे ही आपकी बॉडी बनती है. सो इट्स अबाउट 80% ऑफ योर of your food and 20% of your exercise and other stuffs. So you can see that if you have to maintain your healthy lifestyle, you have to have that healthy eating habits. And last one is that you have to make an effort to forgive. बहुत बार क्या होता है कि हम kind of jealousy, जो कि normal tendency of a human being, it's a human nature, it's fine, but वो आपको नहीं रखना चाहिए अपने अंदर, because you should be like just forgive and let it go. Just not for that person. अगर आपको नहीं भी करना है उस इंसान के लिए, आप एटलीस्ट अपने लिए forgive कर दो, ताकि आपको मेंटली कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो. मेंटली कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो मतलब मेंटल आपके अंदर जो ओवरलोड है एक और चीज का, वैसे ही बहुत ओवरलोड है लाइफ में, ठीक है. अगर आपने एक और ओवरलोड रख दिया, यार वो तो ऐसा है, उसने मेरे साथ ऐसा किया, he did this to me. So this kind of things if you're going to have, then things would not be the same that it is with you. So you have to maintain that effort to forgive people around you. Fine, ma'am, please have can I have a next slide, please? Okay, I can see that people are from around the world as well. Uzbekistan, hello from Uzbekistan, hello. So there are so many people out of around the world. Okay, so ma'am, can I have the next slide, please? Now I'll be talking about different kinds of meditation, different ways which you can opt in your life to meditate. So number one is that as you are on your, I believe that you all are on your initial journey of meditation. So I want you all to start with small, जैसे मैंने mindfulness की बात करी, mindful eating की बात करी, उससे start कीजिए. उसके बाद you can go with the other aspects, other techniques of meditation, which is like guided meditation. ठीक है, नाम ही suggest कर रहा है इस चीज को कि this type of meditation is basically is done with the help of a guide. एक guide होता है, वो आपको guide करता है, show करता है way how to do it. And this meditation is mostly about you are imagining the picture. That is basically visualization meditation, जिसको हम बोलते हैं. That you might find relaxing as well. कभी-कभार क्या होता है कि हम लोग चाहते हैं कि vacation में जाना है, या फिर we want a quick vacation ताकि हम थोड़ा सा recharge हो जाए, rejuvenate हो जाए. But कभी-कभार possible नहीं होता. Maybe आपके exams चल रहे हैं या कुछ भी चल रहा है, तो कभी-कभार ऐसा भी situations आती हैं जहाँ पर possible नहीं हो पाता. So उस टाइम पर क्या करें? उस टाइम पे रिजुविनेट होना है, रिचार्ज होना है, बट वी कैन नॉट गो टू गोवा एवरी मंथ, राइट? एवरी डे, एवरी वीक. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू? We can practice visualization meditation at that point of time, where we have that images, pictures that you might find relaxing, and आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप उस प्लेस पे थे and you feel that कि आप बिल्कुल रिलैक्स हो गए हो, बिल्कुल काम हो गए हो, कंपोज हो गए हो. And the person also sit in a quiet place with his or her eyes closed and think about things that make him feel good. So that guide knows about your preferences, कि आपको कहाँ जाना पसंद है या क्या करना पसंद है, and उसके बाद जो है वो guide आपको he take you through the journey, and उसके बाद वो आपको guide करता है throughout the meditation. Different kinds of guided meditation होती है. It could be like आपकी body scan meditation हो सकती है, आपकी breathing meditation हो सकती है, आपकी visualization meditation हो सकती है, आपकी manifesting, you want to manifest something, आपकी वो वाली kind of meditation हो सकती है. Different kind of meditation to sleep better. बहुत सारी guided meditation available भी है, online भी available है. And you can also check podcast with Deepali वाला. I have uploaded so many meditation over there as well, my own meditations which I practice to manifest the day, to have the positive affirmations. So that is basically a guided meditation. Another one is Vipassana meditation, wherein you basically observe. You become an observer. So what you do in this kind of meditation is that it's basically you change yourself by observing yourself. So when I say that meditation change you, transform you, is through this meditation. You can do that because you connect with your body, your mind, and it's very important to pay attention to how different parts of the body feel, so when you feel about it, when you don't feel good about it, you tend to change that particular thing. So this meditation helps you with that. Another kind of meditation could be like loving kindness meditation, which is meta meditation as well, wherein jahan par aap blessings bhejte ho, love bhejte ho, kindness bhejte ho to other people. The person have to sit straight in a relaxed, in a quiet place. ठीक है, it's a very important कि कोई भी meditation आप कर रहे हो, आप एक quiet place पे बैठे. ऐसा नहीं है that बहुत ज़्यादा disturbing चीजें आपके background में हो रही है and then you are meditating. That is not going to help because then of course you'll be distracted. So in every meditation I've mentioned one point, which is that you have to be in a very quiet place. So try to have that corner of your house, or if you are somewhere, so just try to have that corner where you can be at your comfort zone and at a quiet place, basically. Okay, so then the person, when the person is comfortable and the person is relaxed, the person is at a quiet place, then the person is asked to take a few deep breaths and say kind words to himself or herself. So just imagine this meditation also, meta meditation also works as an affirmation for you, because here you are saying the kind words to yourself, and affirmation is all about that. Affirmation is all about that. What you do is you basically say that I am good, I am worthy, I am blessed, I have so much in abundance. So these all things you say, right? So you say kind words to yourselves. And if you want to do this meta meditation for other people, whether your loved ones, your close ones, for your family, for your friends, or other important people in your life, so what you do is you finally say good affirmations to them. It could be like, my brother is good, my family is best. It could be anything, right? Another kind of meditation, I'm going to have a next slide, please. Another kind of meditation is chakra meditation. Chakra meditation is basically helps you to focus on different aspects of your body, which is basically chakras. There is 7 chakras in your body. Chakra means the wheel, it happens here. So there's a different chakras in your body, and it refers to the spiritual energy. यहाँ पर जब आपका बहुत intense level का, ये बहुत intense level की meditation मानी जाती है, because यहाँ पर इंसान को अपनी body के साथ-साथ, अपनी sensations के साथ-साथ, अपनी senses के साथ-साथ, उसको चक्रा के बारे में feelings या energy power centers उसको पता चलने लग जाते हैं. So basically chakras are the wheels, and there are total 7 chakras in our bodies. I'm not going to go into detail because it's already 8, but there is 7 chakras in our bodies, and each one have different color. They all are in different places of your body, here, and the main goal is to basically bring your awareness back to that chakras and then to balance. Fine. So these are the different meditations which you can opt into your life, in your routine, and that can help you to feel less stress, and it can also help you to deal with worry, to improve your emotional health, become more self-aware, and becoming more attentive. And it can be like, you can try it once in a day. You can start with a few minutes. You can start it with like just 5 minutes of meditation, and then you can lengthen your time according to your will and according to your stamina. So basically, we talk about stamina only in physical aspects, but no, stamina is also about your mental aspects, right? So mentally भी आपको देखना कि आप कितनी लेंथ है कि आप कितने लेंथ तक आप मतलब meditate कर पाते हो, ठीक है? So it could also be like for someone, like it could be twice a day. Like it's for me, I have to meditate in the morning, early in the morning when I'm waking up, and I have to meditate before sleep. That is what I guess there is some problem into okay ma'am, can I have a next slide, please? So these were the different ways of meditating which we discussed. Now I'll be telling you about the lifestyle which you can opt to live a healthy, happy, and good life. Basically, to have a happy, healthy life, you need to have a proper lifestyle. Like I told you before only कि start करने से पहले कि आपको एक lifestyle change की बहुत जरूरत है, एक proper timing कि आप कब जो भी आप set कर रहे हो अपना mind करने के लिए, वो आप कब करने वाले हो, and कौन सा काम प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट पे है, कौन सा काम कम प्रायोरिटी पे है, मतलब लेस इंपॉर्टेंट है, कौन सा काम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है? सो यू शुड नो दैट, so that you can put your life into balance, you can put your life into healthy and happy life. So that could only be possible when you're going to have a good lifestyle, and you have to be very hydrated. Like I said, that sleep बहुत ज़्यादा underrated है. ऐसे ही आपका पानी पीने की चीज़ भी बहुत underrated है, because we often say that पानी ही तो है, like, right? So it's like because we are getting it, so we just take few things for granted. So there are so many things in our life which we consider for granted. हम उसको granted लेना start कर देते हैं. But I believe that ये certain जो aspects आपकी screen के ऊपर आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये आपको बेशक लग रहे हो यार, this is very normal things. We all know that. But you should remind yourself again and again that these are the aspects which I have to imbibe into my life to make my life more prospering, to make my life more happy and healthy. So as I said about water, now I want to tell you about that breakfast. So you can have your breakfast like your king. You can have a lunch like a prince and a dinner like a beggar. That's basically a basic concept which which I use. Basically, I don't have lunch. Basically, I have I prefer having that yogic thing, having my breakfast at 10 a.m. and then having my lunch dinner together at 6. So that's the schedule I follow. But this could also be done wherein you can have your breakfast like a king and you can have a lunch like a prince, and then like a beggar you're having your dinner. Then you're having more things that come from trees and plants and less things that is made from the animals. I'm sorry, I've written made in plants. I just less things that are made with animals I have to write here. So that is animals. So basically, try to avoid. I'm not saying if somebody over here is non-vegetarian, I completely respect them. But I'm just saying that try to avoid them, because that basically comes from so much of conflict, so much of frustration. And what you eat is what you become, as I said, and what you eat is what thoughts you are going to get. So if somebody who is eating non-vegetarian, आपने वो जो भी खाया, that could be chicken, that could be anything, अगर वो ज्यादा रेज में है, जब उनको like when you are onto the deathbed और आपको लग रहा है कि आप मरने वाले हो, तो you of course you would be like, oh my god, why this is happening with me, right? So वो वाली रेज और जो एंगर जो आपके अंदर होगा, जो सैडनेस आपके अंदर होगी, जो आपके अंदर ग्रीफ होगा, वो फिर हम लोग खाते हैं. So that is why we say that otherwise I completely respect every individual, whether it's a vegetarian or non-vegetarian, because it's about that what you eat, right? So just try preferring more of trees and plants and less of animals, and live with the energy, enthusiasm and understanding. It is also really going to help you with your meditation practice and your spirituality thing, and you have to set aside time for your prayer and thoughts. You have to have a reading habit, because we are less patient nowadays, and we are like scroll करके हम पढ़ लेते हैं news and everything, and we prefer having everything online instead of having that into your hands. So just try to be patient, and these things really make you patient, because when you read 10 pages a day, it makes you feel that okay, अब next क्या होने वाला है इस plot में, अब next क्या ये undertake करता है. So it makes you patient. So spend at least 10 minutes each day sitting quietly, which is like you're doing meditation. Even if you're not doing meditation, you're just sitting quietly, just introspecting, just retrospecting. And try to get a good sleep, because that is what's going to make you feel more energetic and ready for the next day. And do what's right for you, of course. And everyone has a different lifestyle. I've just jotted down the things which I prefer in my life to have, so मैं prefer करती हूँ अपनी life में होना, and it could be very different for you. So just mold it in your own way. Don't just blindly follow these things. It's just that I just preferred you. You could. It's just a suggestion. It's just an advice, because these things worked for me, might work for you as well. So it's like that. So you have to throw away anything that is not useful. चाहे वो किसी की advices हो, चाहे वो किसी का आपकी life में intrude करना हो. It could be anything. Whatever is not useful, just trash them away, right, from your life, and try to imbibe those things which is beautiful, which brings you more joy into your life. Try to become more forgiving, right? That is really going to create and clear one part of your life, which is that आप किसी का मतलब बोझा उठाकर नहीं घूम रहे हो. So that is where you are going to be more like tension free, right? So no matter how good or bad things are, they will change. Of course they will change. Time बहुत temporary होता है. Nothing is permanent. Just remember that thing. अगर आपका आज bad day है तो कल good होगा, because time always changes and it waits for none. It waits for none. So get up and get dressed and show up, no matter how you feel, because things will get better and better and better every day. Don't try to be like कि यार क्या हो रहा है मेरे life. No, everything happens for a reason, and everything will eventually going to get changed. आपको lesson ही देके जाएगा. Try to seek lessons from every part of your life. Every part of your life. Every day is a lesson for you. Every day is a lesson for you. And just be grateful. Just be grateful when you wake up, when you sleep, before going to bed. Just imagine that how many people die just on the bed, right? Just in the bed. Just next morning उन्होंने देखी ही नहीं है, अगला सूरज उन्होंने देखा ही नहीं है. So just be grateful when you wake up, and just be thankful that at least you are able to come home safely. कितनी सारी चीजें होती है लाइफ में. आप जब अपने कॉलेज जाते होगे या अपने जॉब पे जाते होगे, तो you just put your life to other people's hands. जैसे आप ने कोई पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट किया, तो आप कितना easily surrender कर देते हो कि ठीक है मुझे वहां पर जाकर पहुंचा दीजिए मेरी proper destination पर, right? So try to surrender that things to the energy, to the universe before going to bed. Maybe आपका जो next day होगा वो बहुत अच्छा होगा. You can try it today as well. Just be thankful to whatever you have been pondered upon into your life, and just stay happy, and just have fun, and whatever is happening in your life is there for a reason, right? So yeah, that is the lifestyle thing. Just have a proper routine of sleeping, waking up on time, and meditating, prioritizing your meditation practice very much like your physical aspect, okay? And just have a good lifestyle, and then lives will going to eventually change, and it is really going to impact your whole routine, your whole lifestyle. Every aspect of your life is going to get changed. Yes. Can I have a next slide, ma'am? We'll just wind up. It's 8:10 already. Okay. Yeah. So let's sum up. I just want to tell you, it's a quick, simple way that how you can meditate. As I already had a conversation with you that what are the different ways by which you can meditate. But this is something very very simple. Okay, we can, if you guys have time, we can 5 minutes we can meditate as well. But before that, I just want to tell you that how you can meditate. This you can take a screenshot or whatever, and you can practice it by your own self as well. So what you have to do is you have to sit on a chair comfortably, or lying down on the bed, or on the cross leg position, with your back straight. Try to make your back straight every time whenever you're speaking, whenever you are having any kind of conversation with anyone. Try to get your back straight, and that is really going to make you more confident, and try to let your feet touch the floor, and do not cross your legs or arms. Don't do like this or that. Just let it be like free. You can either rest your arms on your lap, or keep them on the armrest, and then you need to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes. Often we say that meditation can be done by open eyes, but it's very difficult because आपको फिर बाकी distractions बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. तो मेरे को ये भी questions आते हैं कि can we do meditation by open eyes? Of course you can if it is a dark room, but if it is not, then try to close your eyes so that you can just go inside the world, and from that outside world, and you can see that what is happening inside me, right? What you have to do is you have to breathe in deeply, and then you have to breathe out gently out, so that you basically you are कहते हैं ना कि इंजन को स्टार्ट करने से पहले थोड़ा सा बार-बार वो करना पड़ता है. So similar is with your body. Before you go into the deeper meditation, you have to breathe in, breathe out deeply, right? So keep your eyes closed, of course, because as you have done before only, and you can either repeat a mantra. It could be anything. It could be Om. It could be your own mantra. It could be like a simple thing that you are having your self-talk, your self-discussion. There could be like आपको बहुत ज़्यादा thoughts आ रहे हैं mind में, conflicting thoughts आ रहे हैं. It could also be like that. But try to bring your awareness back to your breath, right? So if you get distracted, or to the mantra, so if you get distracted, repeat that mantra word, or bring your awareness back to that, your breath, or your self dialogue which you are doing. You can do this for 15-20 minutes. Initially it can be done for smaller time period, as you can complete the meditation count backwards from 10 to 1. So how you complete your meditation? By counting backwards from 10 to 1. So you do it like you're meditating till 20 minutes, and then after that, when you have to end it, you have to say like 10, 9, 8. It should be slow. It's not like itna fast nahi hona chahiye. It should be very slow. It should be calm. And then you have to rub your palms, and you have to bring it together, your arms, and then you have to put on your eyes, and then you have to slowly open your eyes. So this is the way by which you try to end your meditation. And you can be into that posture as much time as you want to, as per your availability. And this is the end of the session. I don't have much time, otherwise I would have done one practice with you as well, but I would try to do it next time maybe. Or yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for being so patient, everyone, and thank you for listening me so patiently. It's been so humbling to see so much people in the participants, and you were so good audience. Thank you so much.
Wow, wonderful knowledge given by you, ma'am. I hope our audience learned many new things from this session. Once again, I would like to thank you for joining us and sharing your experience, your precious time and knowledge with us. Ma'am, there are a few questions which our audience wants to be answered. So with your permission, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
So the first question is, ma'am, how does life change after meditation?
Okay, as I said that आपका पूरा lifestyle ही बदल जाता है meditation से. The way you look at things, आपका perspective, आपको चीजों को देखने का नजरिया, everything gets changed. You try to inculcate good things into your life. You tend to put more attention to the things which means a lot to you, rather than putting your things, अपना दिमाग या फिर चीजें उन चीजों में जो कि important नहीं है आपकी लाइफ में. What we do often, do things like कि भाई उसने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला, उसने ऐसा क्यों करा. But if you're a good meditator, आप ये चीज सोचोगे क्या वो मेरे लिए important है, ये चीज अभी सोचना कि उसने मेरे बारे में ऐसा क्यों बोला, या what other people's opinions about me or not. So आपकी लाइफ, अगर आप लाइफ की बात कर रहे हो, तो आपका पूरा लाइफस्टाइल, आपकी पूरी लाइफ, आप खुद as an individual change हो जाते हो if you are meditating, and if you are a regular meditator. Yes, next question now.
Next question will be how to bring more mindfulness into your life.
As I said before during the session as well, that you can be mindful is what? Basically being aware, being in the present moment. So you can be in the present moment anytime. ऐसा नहीं है meditation आप एक proper timing होता है उसी time आप meditation करोगे, नहीं. आप throughout the day mindful हो सकते हो अपनी चीजों के साथ. When you are talking to someone, you are being very mindful कि मुझे क्या बोलना है, कैसे बोलना है, क्यों बोलना है, right? So that is the one. And other thing is मुझे क्या खाना है, कैसे खाना है, क्यों खाना है. That is the other aspect. So there is what you can be mindful. मुझे क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, क्यों पढ़ना है. That is what makes you mindful. So these are the certain areas in your life which is I believe is important. जैसे आप कभी ट्रांसपोर्ट आप अपना कहीं जाते हो एक प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस पे, तो आप उस टाइम पर भी माइंडफुलनेस फॉलो कर सकते हो. यू आर बीइंग मोर अवेयर, यू आर यूजिंग योर 5 सेंसेस. आप अपना देख रहे हो कि क्या आप सेंस कर सकते हो, क्या आप देख सकते हो चीजों को, क्या 5 चीजें जो आप देख सकते हो अपने एनवायरमेंट में. सो दीज आर द, जैसे 5 4 3 2 1 एक टेक्निक है जो कि बहुत बताई गई है I just heard it in Jay Shetty's podcast 5321 टेक्निक, जिसमें वो बोलते हैं कि आप क्या ऐसी 5 चीजें जो आप देख सकते हो, क्या ऐसी 4 चीजें जो आप सेंस कर सकते हो, क्या ऐसी 3 चीजें जो आप अपने अपने पास आसपास ऐसे देख सकते हो कि जो फिजिकली प्रेजेंट है. सो ऐसे करके यू कैन यूज दीज टेक्निक्स एंड यू कैन very well become the mindful individual. Yes, ma'am. Next question.
Ma'am, the last question would be how to overcome obstacles and distraction during meditation.
Obstacles, yeah. So basically obstacles is going to come into your life. I cannot stop it. Neither meditation can stop it nor I can stop it. Distraction would also going to come. It could be जैसे मैंने बोला, physical distractions भी हो सकती है. आपको ये भी हो सकता है, अच्छा मम्मी खाने में क्या बना रही है, अच्छा अब आगे क्या होगा, अच्छा मेरा भाई वहां गया था खेलने के लिए, अब वो क्या कर रहा होगा, अच्छा मेरे को अब नेक्स्ट क्या करना है. सो दैट कुड बी द डिस्ट्रैक्शंस एज वेल. सो इस डिस्ट्रैक्शन को कम कैसे करें, नहीं सोचना है हमें. सोचना क्या है, हमें ये सोचना है कि अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं. जो माइंडफुल होना बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है, डिस्ट्रैक्शन को आने दीजिए. हम क्या करते हैं, हम थॉट्स को स्टॉप करते हैं, किसी चीज को रोकते हैं कि नहीं नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना. नहीं, लेट इट गो, लेट इट फ्लो. वो फ्लो होने के बाद आपका कुछ टाइम बाद जब आप कंसिस्टेंटली उस चीज को बार बार करोगे, मेडिटेशन को बार बार करोगे, तो वो डिस्ट्रैक्शंस अपने आप ही कम होने लग जाएगी लाइफ में. और अपने आप ही वो जो थॉट्स आपको डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी चीज आपको डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर रही है, दैट इज ऑटोमेटिकली गोइंग टू गेट रिड्यूस इन योर लाइफ. या दैट इज व्हाट इट इज. बट यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप दैट डिस्ट्रैक्शन और ऑब्स्टेकल्स from your life to come.
Yeah, ma'am. It was very effective for our audience. Thank you so much for answering these questions. Yeah, thank you so much for attending our today's webinar. And if you have any additional questions, you can contact us by email or telephone. We are happy to provide additional support to you. Thank you so much for cooperating. So stay connected to us for new learning. I, Divyajan, your host for today, signing off.